In this video I will demonstrate how you can build an ADF mobile application on top of the AuraPlayer web services. So the starting point is this forms application with a list of customers. We can create a new customer. We can also double click on a customer and see the list of orders and add new orders. So using the AuraPlayer tool we created a number of web service methods to execute the logic in those forms. So now we can start building a mobile application using those web services. So we'll create a new mobile application. AuraPlayer demo finish. We'll create a web service data control. Aura web services. And we will use the WSDL. There it is. So we want to have all the customers, we want to get the customer orders, and we want to be able to create a new customer. Click Finish. Now we're going to run a wizard provided by the mobile persistence extension, which just allows us to create the business objects and underlying database tables based on this web service information. So select this option. Here we have the Aura Web Services data control that we just created. This is the customer data object. This is the order data object. This is the ID. This is not a key. And order, that's already the ID, that's fine. We can set up master data relationship between the two, so customer child orders, and then we have to execute the get customer orders data control method to get the orders for this customer. We need to set up the mapping between the attributes, so it will add a customer ID attribute in order, so we can restore this parent-child relationship also when working offline. Get all customers is the find all method. We also want to have this create new customer method. Let's set the sort order to name, and the payload format is payload date format. And for order service, get customer orders is fine. We have no create, update or delete there. Let's sort by date ordered, and let's sort in descending mode. Here we can fill in the method arguments, which are already defaulted to reasonable values. So get customer orders. The ID of the customer should be passed in, right? That's also set as well. And create new customer. The attributes are provided correctly as well. Click Finish. Okay. Now we can generate the user interface on top of this. But first we need to create data controls on top of those two service classes, because we will use these data controls for the user interface. This option is also shown because we use the AT mobile persistence extension. Select customer service, security local, next, customers, main left, let's say name. We can do the address, and here city. Let's do a divider attribute by name. Only create is allowed. And we have orders. We want to see the date ordered and say the payment type. Not on the same page. There's no create, update, delete allowed. So that should be fine. Okay. One thing we now have to do is set up a login server. So we'll add AuraAuth. Set up the URLs. And we're ready to deploy the application. Application properties. Deploy. Let's deploy in production in release mode right away because that's faster. Android to device. Okay, deployment is finished. So we'll launch the application. Enter username, password. Here we have the list with customers. We can search customers. So for example, let's search for all customers in the USA. Yeah. Can click on a customer. Here we see all the details of this customer. You can see the countries USA. And we can also navigate to the orders. Here are all the orders for this customer. You can click on an order. And we see the order details. Go back to the customer list. You can also choose to create a new customer. And click Save.